हॅलो स्टुडंट्स, वेलकम टू महाराष्ट्र मीडिया. महाराष्ट्र मीडियाच्या शैक्षणिक चॅनलवर मी ऋतुजा लावरे तुमचं मनापासून स्वागत करते. तुम्ही अद्याप या शैक्षणिक चळवळीचे सन्माननीय सदस्य झाले नसाल तर आत्ताच चॅनलला सबस्क्राईब करा, बेल आयकॉनला क्लिक करा आणि सर्वात आधी नवीन व्हिडिओचे नोटिफिकेशन मिळवा. महाराष्ट्र स्टेट बोर्ड क्लास 8 सायन्स चॅप्टर नंबर 11 ह्युमन बॉडी अँड ऑर्गन सिस्टीम टेक्स्ट बुक क्वेश्चन्स अँड आन्सर. क्वेश्चन 1 आहे फाइंड आउट माय पार्टनर. तर बघा, हार्टबीट्स त्याचं पार्टनर कोण आहे 72 पर मिनिट. RBC कोण आहे 50 to 60 लाख पर मिलीमीटर क्यूब. WBC कोण आहे 5000 to 6000 पर मिलीमीटर क्यूब. ब्लड डोनेशन 350 ml. नॉर्मल बॉडी टेम्परेचर 37 डिग्री सेल्सिअस. pH ऑफ ऑक्सिजनेटेड ब्लड 7.4. ओके, तर अशा प्रकारे आपण काय केलेलं आहे, आन्सर दिलेले आहे. क्वेश्चन 2 आहे कंप्लीट द फॉलोइंग टेबल. तर बघा, हा जो टेबल आहे तो आपल्याला कंप्लीट करायला लावलेला आहे. रेस्पिरेटरी सिस्टीम, त्याचे ऑर्गन्स आणि त्याचे फंक्शन्स, देन सर्क्युलेटरी सिस्टीम. सो लेट्स सी द आन्सर डिरेक्टली. तर आपण फर्स्टली घेऊया जो आहे आपल्याला दिलेला रेस्पिरेटरी सिस्टीम. तर चला, ऑर्गन्स. नोजचं फंक्शन फॉर इनहेलेशन अँड एक्झलेशन. द एअर इज फिल्टर्ड अँड मेड लिटल वॉर्म व्हेन ब्रीथ पासेस थ्रू नोज. फॅरिंग्स कॉमन पॅसेज फॉर फूड अँड एअर. लीड्स टू ट्रॅकिया अँड ओसोफॅगस. वाइंड पाईप मीन्स ट्रॅकिया अँड फंक्शन आहे टेक्स एअर टू लंग्स. बायफर्केट्स इंटू 2 ब्रांचेस. लंग्स त्याचं फंक्शन प्रोव्हाइड स्पेस फॉर रेस्पिरेटरी गॅसियस एक्सचेंज. देन अल्व्हेलस ऑर्गन आहे, त्याचं फंक्शन आहे ॲक्च्युअल गॅसेस एक्सचेंज बाय टेकिंग इन ऑक्सिजन अँड गिविंग आउट कार्बन डायऑक्साईड. देन सेकंड आहे ऑर्गन डायफ्रॅगम. फंक्शन आहे बाय कॉन्ट्रॅक्शन्स अँड रिलॅक्सेशन इट मेक्स ब्रीदिंग मुवमेंट पॉसिबल. तर आता जाऊया पुढे. ओके, तर आपण आता इथून घेऊया एवढा पार्ट. तर बघा, सर्क्युलेटरी सिस्टीममध्ये फर्स्ट घेऊया आपण हार्टचं काय फंक्शन आहे मस्क्युलर पंप दॅट कॅन सेंड द ब्लड थ्रू आउट द बॉडी. आर्टरीज आहे, त्याचं फंक्शन आहे कॅरी ब्लड अवे फ्रॉम हार्ट टू द ऑल पार्ट्स ऑफ द बॉडी एक्सेप्ट फॉर पल्मनरी आर्टरी. ऑल अदर आर्टरीज कॅरी ऑक्सिजनेटेड ब्लड to supply oxygen to each and every cell. Veins आहे carry blood to the heart except for pulmonary veins. All other veins carry deoxygenated blood from all the body cells to the heart. Blood capillaries, each important vital organ is provided with capillary network. Exchange of oxygen, nutrients, hormones, vitamins etc. takes place through the capillary wall. Such useful substances are sent towards the cell and waste material are taken from the cell. Then next आहे blood cells. Various functions depending upon the type of blood cells. RBC आहे carrying oxygen and carbon dioxide. WBC आहे soldiers of the body, produce antibodies and fight against germs of diseases. Platelets त्याचं फंक्शन आहे carry out important function in blood clotting. देन प्लाझ्मा ऑर्गन आहे, त्याचं फंक्शन आहे मेनी प्रोटीन्स प्रेझेंट इन द प्लाझ्मा विच कॅरी आउट डिफायनाइट फंक्शन. प्लाझ्मा ऑल्सो गिव्स फ्लुइडिटी टू द ब्लड. क्वेश्चन नंबर 3 आहे नेट लेबल डायग्राम. ड्रॉ द नेट अँड लेबल डायग्राम. फर्स्ट आहे रेस्पिरेटरी सिस्टीम. तर बघा, आपण इथे डायग्राम ड्रॉ केलेली आहे रेस्पिरेटरी सिस्टीमची. अशा प्रकारे तुम्ही काय करायचे आहे, ही डायग्राम ड्रॉ करायची आहे. ओके, पुढे आहे इंटरनल स्ट्रक्चर ऑफ हार्ट. तर बघा, हे स्ट्रक्चरचं इंटरनल हार्ट आहे, तर ह्याची पण आपण डायग्राम काय केलेली आहे, ड्रॉ केलेली आहे. तर तुम्ही बघू शकता. ओके, ही डायग्राम तुम्ही ड्रॉ करायची आहे. जाऊया पुढच्या क्वेश्चनकडे. क्वेश्चन नंबर 4 आहे एक्सप्लेन अँड विथ रिझन्स. हे आहे ह्युमन ब्लड इज रेड कलर्ड. आन्सर आहे द रेड कलर्ड ऑफ ह्युमन ब्लड इज ड्यू टू हिमोग्लोबिन विच इज अ रेड कलर्ड conjugated protein with iron that is present on the red blood cells, therefore it looks red. B आहे upward and downward movements of diaphragm occurs consequently. आन्सर आहे द ब्रीदिंग movements are possible due to contraction and relaxations of the diaphragm. The rib muscles also helps in these movements. When the ribs rise and diaphragm is lowered at the same time, then there is a decrease in pressure on lungs. This causes movement of air into the lungs at the time of inhalation. On the other hand, when ribs comes back to their normal position and diaphragm is risen, then pressure on the lungs increases. This causes movement of the air out of the body through the nose in the form of exhalation. These movements are possible only due to the consecutive upward and downward movement of the diaphragm. C आहे blood donation is considered to be superior of all donations. Answer आहे blood cannot be manufactured by any artificial chemical processes. The only way to obtain blood is by donation of blood from a live donor. Blood is needed at times of emergency. The life of person can be saved if timely blood transfusion is given to the needy victim or a patient. Since such a donation can save a valuable human life, it is called as superior of all donations. D आहे person with O blood group is considered as universal donor. Okay, so answer आहे person with O blood group does not have any antigen or on his or her RBCs. The O type of blood thus cannot cause clotting reaction in the body of the recipient. Such a person with O blood group can donate blood to any person having any blood group. Therefore, they are considered as universal donor. E आहे food must have limited amount of salt. So salt is more salt is diet means more sodium ions. These extra sodium salts causes rise in blood pressure. Such condition is called as hypertension. This condition can be dangerous and fatal in some cases. Therefore, one must keep control over sodium content of the food. Our next question is question number 5. Answer the following questions in your own words. A. Explain the functional correlations of a circulatory system with respiratory, digestive and excretory system. Answer. Three systems with respiratory, digestive and circulatory always work in coordination. Digestive system helps in breaking down complex food molecules into simple soluble nutrients at the end of the digestion process. The soluble nutrients are absorbed in the circulating blood in the villi of the intestine. The blood carries these nutrients to each cell during its circulation. The respiratory system helps the oxygen from the air to be absorbed in the blood. This process takes place in alveolus present in lungs. The oxygen is absorbed in the blood and through hemoglobin it is taken to every cell of the body. At the same time, the unwanted carbon dioxide produced in each cell is given out in a process of gaseous exchange. The soluble nutrients and chiefly glucose is metabolized with the help of oxygen producing energy. Thus all the three systems bring about coordinated functions to keep the body alive. This process takes place in alveolus present in lungs. The oxygen is absorbed in the blood and through hemoglobin it is taken to every cell of the body. At the same time, the unwanted carbon dioxide produced in each cell is given out in the process of gaseous exchange. The soluble nutrients and chiefly glucose is metabolized with the help of oxygen producing energy. Thus all the three systems bring out coordinated functions to keep the body alive. B आहे explain the structure and functions of the human blood. तर बघा structure that is component of the human blood. Human blood is a fluid connective tissue consisting of a blood plasma and blood corpuscles suspended in it. First, plasma. Plasma is the fluid part of the blood which is pale yellow in color. It is a slightly alkaline in nature. It has 90 to 92% water, 7 to 8% proteins and 1 to 2% inorganic salts. It contains proteins such as albumin, globulin, fibrinogen, okay, etc. There are inorganic ions such as Ca, Na and K, means calcium, sodium and potassium. 2 आहे second, blood cells. Blood cells are mainly 3 types, viz. RBCs, WBCs and blood platelets. They are produced in the red bone marrow. RBCs are small circular enucleated cells. They are full of hemoglobin, which is essential in transporting oxygen. RBCs are red blood cells which are 50 to 60 lakh per cubic millimeter. Their lifespan is 100 to 127 days. WBCs are large, nucleated and colorless. They are of 5 subtypes, with neutrophils, basophils, eosinophils, monocytes and lymphocytes. They are 5 to 10,000 per millimeter of blood. D आहे platelets are very small disc-shaped blood cells which are 2.5 to 4 lakh per cubic millimeter of blood. Then second आहे functions of human blood. First आहे transport functions. Gases. Oxygen is carried via blood from lungs to cell is various parts of body and carbon dioxide from tissues to lungs. Nutrients. Simple nutrients like glucose, amino acids, fatty acids are taken up by blood from wall of alimentary canal and transported up to each cell in the body. Waste material. Nitrogenous waste like ammonia, urea, creatinine are released by tissues into blood which carries those to kidney for excretions. Enzyme and hormones. Blood transport the enzymes and hormones from the site of their production to the site of their action. Second आहे protection. Antibodies are produced in the blood and they protect the body from microbes and other harmful particles. Thermoregulation. Body temperature is maintained constant at 37 degrees Celsius by vasodilation and vasoconstrictions, maintaining the balance of minerals like sodium, potassium in the body. If bleeding occurs at the injury, platelets and a protein called fibrinogen of the blood form a clot and seal the injury. Functions of blood cells. So let's see the functions of blood cells. RBCs with hemoglobin it carries out transport of respiratory gases. WBCs, soldiers of the body, produce antibodies and give immunity to the body. Platelets help in blood clotting. C आहे explain the importance and need of blood donation. Answer. Blood can never be synthesized artificially. There is no substitute for natural blood. Every healthy person possesses about 5 liters of blood in his or her body. In case of hemorrhage, that is blood loss, the blood volume may reduce, which can result into threat to life. Moreover, the loss of blood should be immediately taken care of, otherwise it may cost the life. Therefore, blood transfusion is very crucial in case of victims of accidents, patients of surgeries or mothers who suffer from blood loss during childbirth, means parturitions. Some diseases such as thalassemia, blood cancer, etc. also need regular transfusions. Therefore, blood is always needed in many such conditions. Blood donation is only option for such transfusions. Question number 6, I explain the differences. So let's see. First, arteries and veins. Arteries carry blood away from the heart to the tissues of the body. Veins carry blood from the tissues of the body back to the heart. Arteries are located deeper within the body. Veins are usually located superficially beneath the surface of the skin. Arteries are thick-walled, veins are thin-walled. Arteries do not have walls, veins have walls. Arteries would generally remain open if blood flow stopped due to their thick muscular layer. Veins would collapse if blood flow stops. Except pulmonary artery, all arteries carry oxygenated blood. Except pulmonary vein, all veins carry deoxygenated blood. Arteries are more muscular than veins, which helps in transporting blood that is full of oxygen efficiently to the tissues. Veins are less muscular than arteries but contain valves to help keep blood flowing in the right direction, usually towards the heart. There is a maximum blood pressure in the arteries. There is a minimum blood pressure in the veins. B. External and internal respiration. Intake of air from the outside into the body and release of air from the body to the outside is called as external respiration. Exchange of gases between the cells and tissues fluid is called as internal respiration. External respiration occurs between the cells and the external environment. Internal respiration occurs only in the cells of the body. It involves processes of inspiration and expiration. It involves movement of O2 from blood into tissue fluid and movement of CO2 from tissue. External respiration involves breathing and gaseous exchange. Internal respiration involves neither breathing nor gaseous exchange. Oxygen combines with hemoglobin in external respiration. Chemical reaction occurs in the cells to form energy. 7. Which health parameters of blood donor should be checked? Blood donor should be healthy. He or she should have good hemoglobin content. The RBC and WBC count should also be normal. They should not carry any parasites in their blood such as malarial parasites or dengue virus. The donor should not be HIV positive or should not have any infectious diseases. He should not have any addictions such as drugs abuse or alcohol consumption. Question number 8 आहे fill in the blanks using appropriate words given in the bracket. Hemoglobin alkaline, diaphragm, red bone marrow, acidic, voluntary, involuntary. RBCs of the RBCs of the blood contain dash dash an iron compound. Answer: RBCs of the blood contain hemoglobin and iron compound. B. Dash dash is present between the thoracic and abdominal cavity. Diaphragm is present between the thoracic and abdominal cavity. Cardiac muscles are dash dash. Cardiac muscles are involuntary. D. pH of oxygenated blood is dash dash. pH of oxygenated blood is alkaline. E. Production of RBCs occurs in dash dash. Production of RBCs occurs in red bone marrow. Question number 8 आहे find odd man out. A आहे त्यामध्ये A, O, K, AB and B. Answer आहे K because all others are blood groups. Then B आहे plasma, blood plasma, platelets, blood transfusion, blood capsules. So answer आहे blood transfusion because all others are components of blood. Then C आहे trachea, alveoli, diaphragm, capillaries. Answer आहे capillaries because all others are part of respiratory system and capillaries exist throughout the body. D आहे neutrophils, globulins, albumins, prothrombin. Answer आहे neutrophils because all others are proteins present in the plasma. Question number 10 आहे read the following paragraph and identify the disease. So first of all we have to read the paragraph. Today her child became 1.5 years old. However, that child does not seem to be healthy and happy. It was continuously crying and gradually becoming weak. It has shortness of breath. Its nails have become blue. तर answer आहे the heart of the child is not functioning properly. Bluish nails show lack of oxygen. Thus the baby may be suffering also from respiratory problems. Question number 11 आहे आपला. Your neighboring uncle has been diagnosed with hypertension. What should he do to keep his blood pressure within normal range? Answer आहे hypertension has many causes. Try to find out what is the exact cause. Is it lack of exercise, obesity, lots of fast and junk food consumption, over intake of salt, mental tension, etc. He should visit a proper physician and take a prescribed blood pressure control medicines. He should never miss a single tablet. He should avoid salty and preserved food. He should practice yoga and meditations. He should also undertake some stress management techniques. तर अशा प्रकारे इथे हा आपला जो चॅप्टर होता, चॅप्टर नंबर 11, तर ह्याचे क्वेश्चन आन्सर संपलेले आहे. सो थँक्यू सो मच स्टुडंट्स. कीप वॉचिंग महाराष्ट्र मीडिया.